من علامة الاعتماد على العمل, of the signs that we are actually relying on the means, not on Allah internally. What is one sign to recognize that in us? Because we want to change, we want to reform. Tasawwuf is about, Islamic dimension is about changing internally to become more and more internally, spiritually, morally beautiful, more beautiful. So, how do I recognize that I have that? And many of us don't acknowledge that, don't recognize that, and don't know how to do that. And many of us are still immersed in our means, and we find it perhaps offending to tell me, you're not relying on Allah. Yes, we should be offended, but sometimes we're offended, rightfully so, to wake us up. What is it? نقصان الرجاء عند وجود الزلل. Allahu Akbar, as I said, raja, hope, rahmah. This is rahmah of Allah. How? Is when after that, when things happen and I provide the means and I do what I want to do and I strive and I work hard, etc., and the result is nil. It didn't bring results. It didn't work. Does it happen? All the time in our lives. And then when that happens, what is the reaction that is indicative of lack of reliance on Allah and instead reliance on resources and means? Is that I feel down. I lose hope. I lose hope. I lose hope, which is the source usually under regular normal circumstances of anxieties and depressions and implosions, etc. I lose hope. Oh, exactly. I lost hope. I lost hope because I'm relying on something very, 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 very infinitely finite, if I can use the word infinitely finite. I relied on something that does not have in itself any real power. And my internal reality knows that. That's why I lose it. Because I know it doesn't help. And there is no other recourse except another means. If I rely on means, another means. And I keep relying on means. And by one or two or three experiences, I realize that means don't always work. So I implode. I implode because I lost hope in the means. And I didn't have that attachment and that hope in the creator of means, in the infinite source of all things created. And subhanallah, and this is beautiful, hope, raja, but also I think it's a bit strong to swallow, isn't it? Big lot to swallow, isn't it? Because it tells me, and now perhaps many of you and many of us or all of us, if you're focusing, oh my God, that's me. This happened to me, this is happening to me. And yes, but it is hope. It's telling you, rely on Allah. It is telling me, rely on Allah. Disengage from the means with your heart. Look at the beautiful divine Islamic balance. Don't give up the means. Use the means, but not in your heart, not in your qalb. So that when they won't work, and they will not sometimes work, or sometimes in some cases, oftentimes they will not work, we do not implode. We do not fall into anxieties, deep anxieties and deep depressions, or angst and fear and trepidations and feebleness and loss of resolve that come with all of that. من علامة الاعتماد على العمل نقصان الرجاء عند وجود الزلل. So we rely on Allah. We built as we are using the means, and we use all types of means that are halal, that are lawful, or that are recommended. Some of the means in Sharia are even what? Obligatory. Some of the means are obligatory. Wajib. ما لا يتم الواجب إلا به فهو واجب, as the rule of law says. That which is necessary for something that is by law necessary becomes obligatory and necessary. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Rabbi, help us uncover and discover our internal hidden drives and hidden orientations, to discover, inshallah ta'ala, more of ourselves, such as this concept of actual reliance internally on the means, instead of the reliance on the creator of the means, subhanahu wa ta'ala.